Here we're asked to use polynomial division to rewrite the equation, and it looks like 3x squared minus 5x minus 20 over x minus 4 in a more useful form. State the equations of the asymptotes, then sketch a prediction of what you think the graph looks like. Use a graphing calculator to check your prediction. So first thing I'm going to do is divide. So I'm going to say, what is it that multiplies to x minus 4? That gives me to 3x squared minus 5x minus 20. So 3x here, negative 12x. I'm just doing division here. So if you need more practice with division, then I would recommend checking out another video since I'm not going to talk a ton about it right now. Negative 28, and here's my remainder. So I have a remainder of 8, and then that's going to be over my original equation, so 8 over x minus 4, 3x plus 7, plus 8 over x minus 4. So in this problem here, normally we have our horizontal asymptote is this piece here when it's in transformation form. The issue is that it's not just a single number, and normally when we're talking about a horizontal asymptote, we get this number, and that shows that it's going to be this horizontal line. Well, in this situation, it's not going to be like that, because what ends up happening here is that my asymptote no longer is just a number, it's an equation in itself that I just circled here. So really, that's going to be an asymptote which we call a slant asymptote, because 3x plus 7 is the equation of a line that is no longer horizontal. So as far as my asymptotes here, I have an asymptote at y equals 3x plus 7, and then I have a vertical asymptote from the denominator here at x equals 4. So something like this. Again, this is a very generic sketch here. Let's see if I can. This is 7, goes up by 3. So something like this. And when we're talking about it, we're probably going to have some curves that go like this. And I could technically, plug in some numbers to get, or plug in some zeros to get my intercepts, but I'm just giving a rough sketch here. So if I plug that into a graphing calculator, I get something along those lines, but this is kind of what my graph is. Really, this question specifically is talking about when we do the division and no longer just get a single number as our asymptote, we now have an equation.